Hello and welcome to this video wherein I'll be discussing about how we can use Zoom app or rather Zoom facility for sharing our screen or for interacting. There are two methods for this, so I'll note it down first. Let me open the notepad so that I can write, which you can see. The first method is using a web browser, and the second method is to download Zoom app on on your laptop, or else another one option will be to download Zoom from Play Store on your mobile phone. What you need to do is, if I want to install Zoom, for what I'll do is I'll simply write Zoom in Google and you will get this website of Zoom, and once you click on that, you can directly go ahead with joining a meeting, signing in, then after that joining a meeting. What I'll do is I'll prefer using the downloaded software because that gives you more effective methods of communication. Reason being is once it is downloaded on your computer or mobile phone, you can keep yourself logged in. Therefore, whenever you sign in, you can have your own settings, like you want to start your video session or you want to share your screen without starting your video. So those things, those settings can be stored in your downloaded Zoom app. Second, your contacts with whom you are holding meetings, those can also be managed once it is downloaded on your system. So let me start by using the same what I have downloaded on my system. So I'll double click on the Zoom. So as I have signed in, therefore this screen will be available on my desktop. I'll show you this mobile also, but first let's start with this. So if I want to start a meeting, what I'll do is I'll click on Start button. The time I click on Start button, what happens is it gives me a message that what do you want? Do you want to start with a computer audio, or you want to start with speaker or anything like that? So let me just click on this particular option over here, or you can simply click on join with computer audio, whatever you like. So if I click by simply saying join by computer audio, now you are having three options over here. Now one is invite others, one is share screen, and one is join audio. The time I click on share screen, now it is giving me certain options. What do you want to share? Do you want to share the screen that you are using, means Zoom app, or see right now I am having different screens or different applications that are working on my desktop, on my PC. One is this Edge browser, another one is the browser that's having Chrome, another one is I am having one more app that is this Hawaii connectivity app. Then I am having a Notepad app, which is open over here. So keeping in mind all those things, all these screens will be displayed over here. Do you want a whiteboard over here? It will be here. Do you want to have connect an iPhone or an iPad? That's also over here. Now, if I go for screen, it can be whole screen. I'll go for complete screen. You can have advanced option also, wherein you can have a portion of a screen. It's not required that you can go for complete screen. You can go for a portion of screen as well. You can have music or computer sound only. You can have a camera attached with your laptop or computer, and it will take the input only from that camera only. And if you wish, you can share only your files which are available on your Dropbox or OneDrive or Google Drive or Box, whatever you wish. So I'll start with the basic one, and wherein I'll be sharing the screen. The time I say share, now my screen is getting shared. Now in this particular case, let me stop the sharing. First, I will go ahead. I will join with computer audio. So I'm already available over here. I'm in a meeting room wherein I can interact with people. So therefore, if I again want to share the screen, I'll simply click on this. I'll click on screen and I'll start sharing. Now if let's suppose I'll click on this particular option. Now the time I say share, it means only and only this notepad will be shared. Now this particular area, it won't be shared. Therefore you need to understand while you are sharing that what you want to share. Do you want to share the complete screen? Then the option what I have shown you in to begin with, that one needs to be shared. So for that, I'll stop again, I'll again click on screen share, and I can go for screen. If you wish to use a whiteboard, you can click on whiteboard, you can start share, and it will start a whiteboard over here where you can write anything, you can explain anything. You are having an eraser over here, you can erase whatever you wish to erase. So whatever you want, you can go ahead with a session. You can communicate with the by sending the message to the audience using an online platform. Now, if I close this again and I come to this particular portion again, here I would like to give some options over here. As you know that this is the meeting screen, the time people interact, I can see the participants list also, how many are right now active. I can go for different options which you might have tried, because we have been going through different tools. Almost the options are same, but one option which is available over here, the same is available in Google Meet also, that is record button. The time I click on record, it will start recording my video session with the people. You can see the mic over here, it's showing everything around. So if you want to stop, you simply click on this stop, and click on end button if you want to end the session. So what we have to just sum up, what we have understood today is that using a Zoom app, after downloading it on your laptop or PC, you can simply go ahead by either interacting using the Zoom app with people whom are in your audience, or what you can do is you can go ahead and you can share your screen. You can share a window, you can share a portion of a screen. I did not mention the portion of the screen, so if I wish to go for a portion of a screen, that is also available. It all depends on you that what you want to share. Now that is available in advanced. So if I go for portion of a screen, if I click on share, so what it will do is this is the window which will be displayed on your video that you are going to record, and once you record, only this particular portion will be visible. Again, I'll click on stop, and now I'll show you how the same can be done using a mobile phone. I'll click on end in order to end this. And one more attribute over here is that I have switched off my video. If you want to switch on the video, you can simply click on this button and video will be switched on. And if you click on over here, it will be muted once, means your voice won't be translate it won't be communicated to the audience. This is used only when you are in a session wherein a person is speaking, and if you also start, it will create disturbance. Therefore it is better let a person complete his communication, and then after that you will start. I'll click on end, and once I click on end, all the meetings are ended. I'll again close this particular session. I'll check this window afterwards. Now what I'll do is I'll go to this one more attribute of mine, which is a connecting software for my mobile phone. So first what I'll do is I'll connect my mobile phone to this computer so that it will be visible. So I'm giving an verification code for this. Don't worry, this will not be displayed second time, because the verification code in case of my mobile, it is always different whenever you want to connect. So here I am about to connect. See, I have connected to my mobile phone. So you can see this is my mobile phone screen, which is available over here. Now what I'll do is I'll firstly see whether the display will be available on your desktops, so that yes, it's there. Now I'll go towards the next screen. Here you can see that I have downloaded Zoom from Play Store. You know it better than me that once I click on Play Store, this will be the option. This is my Play Store, and once I go to Play Store, you simply need to write Zoom, and once I write Zoom, you will be having good number of packages available over here, and what you need to install is this Zoom Cloud Meeting. If you find any other options, don't go for that. And this is from zoom.us. Now once it is installed, as I have told you, that here you can see the icon, because the display is a bit late. Here is the icon, the first, second, third, and fourth. This one is the icon that you see over here, is this one icon. Now if I click on this icon, uh, I am directly going to Zoom. Now here is my Zoom, and if you want to start a new meeting, then the first option will work. If you want to join a meeting, then second option will work. If you want to schedule a meeting, so that you're in calendar, you will have that, and then you will be having a share screen. If you directly go for a new meeting, you can start a video call. But if you simply want to share your screen, so you can share the meeting ID. Once you click on share a screen, you can share this meeting ID over here, and once you write meeting ID, you have to click on OK, and the job will be done. Second option is, if I click on new meeting, I'll simply say start a meeting. The time I'll say start a meeting, it is about to connect. Now here it is. I'm giving permission to the camera and all. Now this is connected. I'll stop the video. Now if you can see over here, the time you see this green colored icon over here, if I click on this, I'm able to share the screen. So you can share your photo, you can share documents, you can share whiteboard, you can share screen. Now here you can see, here is an option of screen, and once you click on that, you are through and you will be able to share your screen. And the time you are finished, you can click on this red colored end over here, and once you click on this end, you can end all meetings. Now once you end, you can come back, you can stop your Zoom by simply either clicking on the home button or closing the app that you have started. So this session was actually about giving you an idea of what Zoom app is, and how you can share the screen using a version wherein you have already downloaded this on your desktop or on your mobile phone. One more attribute which I would mention over here is, you can do the same thing by using a web browser, wherein you need to access the website. You can go ahead and start signing up. Once you sign up, it is better to sign up. It is always it always gives you good features once you sign up. You can directly also join a meeting without signing up. You can simply write the meeting ID and you join. But if you want to create a meeting, then it is good to sign in. You can use facility of without signing in. You can also host a meeting with video off. Let me start this. Now again, this is asking me that this is your email ID and all credentials. You can go ahead with that and you can start a meeting. Process is same. The only initial starting process, or rather I should initiating process, is different. So therefore what we have understood today is about, first one, we used a laptop for using Zoom so that we can share our screen. Then second, we used mobile phone to see how Zoom will work. Then third, we used a web browser. There are two methods while we are going for a web browser. Either you can continue with joining a meeting without signing in, or you can sign in and then host a meeting. Though there are options available so that you can host a meeting with a free version also. But it's always preferred that you should always log in order to host a meeting. One more attribute over here is that whenever you want to use Zoom, it will work only for 40 minutes if it is a free version. But if it is a licensed version wherein you are purchasing the app, wherein you are purchasing the services of the app, then you can go for good duration of meetings, wherein you will get benefits like you will have unlimited meetings and some other benefits as well. I hope that I have made my point by just explaining you the process of how to use Zoom. This video was prepared based on the feedback that I have received, and I really appreciate the way you have been getting associated with these particular sessions, especially on communication skills and using ICT tools for getting your skills enhanced as a communicator, and trying to work on during these tough times in order to reach to people. Thanks a lot for your patience, and I hope that you are learning, and at the same time you are helping others to learn.